I can't look back, it's too late now. My days are hours and I don't know how, but I believe the great is still yet to come. I won't stop fighting, man, until I'm done.
Good morning and welcome to the 85th Breakfast Ball. I'm your host, Bob Cardia, and remember, as always, if you like what we're doing, smash that subscribe button. And as always, if you write "I love the Breakfast Ball" in the comment section, you are eligible for a Starbucks gift card. We mailed another one out actually just the other day. So keep watching, keep commenting, and we're going to keep going. Thank you so much. Anyway, we spend a lot of time here on performance psychology, sports psychology, in particular golf, because, you know, the South Jersey Golf Schools. By the way, we're back in the South Jersey Golf School studio for the first time in a while. Yeah, it feels good to actually be back in the studio. So pretty cool. But we spend time talking about sports psychology and golf psychology. We are the oldest golf school in New Jersey, but I think performance psychology specifically is best suited as holistically with life. So I like to share, a story of the student, or in this case, this week I'm going to share a personal story. As a lot of you know, my mother passed away a few months ago, and we're sorting through all the various state issues and whatnot, and I'm allocating money for this and that, and then turns out miscalculation. There was thousands of dollars more owed than I anticipated on a particular area, and as I try to share with other people, don't first of all, I love what Kiyosaki said. Don't tell me I can't afford something. Tell me what I have to do to be able to afford something. And you've heard me say that a million different times. I've had a couple students this week, that were talking about, this isn't working, or I try so hard, and like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson says, if you go to the gym every day, right, you're going to beat the person who only goes to the gym when they feel like it. So I guess my motto is to practice what I preach. And I saw this quote on one of the motivational podcasts I listened to. Spend so much time on self-improvement that you have no time to criticize others. So I'm not criticizing anybody. I'm going to spend time on what I have to do to make things work. And trust me, I will. If you relive your past, if you don't relive your past, that's what I meant to say. Don't relive your past. Live your future. And when you look at things that way, you're not going to get to the end of the road and wallow in what happened to you. I know a lot of times when it seems scary to hop into something or to take a chance, people don't. They're always waiting for the right time. But actually, when times are scary, is probably the time that you should jump in, because that's the only time you're going to be able to actually inflict change. I know Tony Robbins says, massive action. Yeah. So again, massive action, I think, is called for, and at certain times in certain areas, for sure. Not necessarily foolish or not foolish, but something that's going to have a good impact. And even if you do fail, folks, you're going to fail your way to success. So, that's another quote. As I listen to my various podcasts. I got my Buzz Lightyear coffee cup here today, by the way, or my teacup, I should say. Infinity and beyond. But let me give you this, and this is what I was doing all day today, actually. And actually yesterday, and pretty much I try to live life this way every day. But instead of trying to work up the courage to feel like doing something, to feel like going to work, just go to work. I'm just telling you, folks, take your action, take your chances, and don't let things make you relive past events. I guess the bottom line, is you're either going to survive in the jungle or you're going to live your life in a zoo. And as the quote goes, few people realize the difference. If you're the kind of person that wants to live the life that you want to live, you can't look at the past. You can't wallow in things that have happened to you. You can't, be upset about things, like me this week, unforeseen things that happen. What you have to do is you have to get out in the jungle. You have to take your step. You have to jump out there and make things happen. So that's the message for this week, guys. The message for this week is, live your life forward, and never tell yourself you can't do something. I guess the last quote is, the one that I guess I took the most to heart this week was, again, right? One more time. Yeah. You can either live your life in the jungle, taking your chances, fighting forward, being the person you want to be, or you can live your life in the zoo, where, you're just sitting there and everybody's, you're fitting in, you're hanging out, you're being spoon-fed. Ask yourself, is that the way you want to live? And if it's not, then practice more golf. Go to the gym more. Take chances. Market differently. Whatever it is that you wanted to do. Play your guitar, sing your songs, do what you want to do. By the way, we are coming out with our Spotify channel, hopefully later this week. So if you don't mind listening to that too, that would be great. Anyway, smash that subscribe button, folks. Look forward to seeing you. If you have any comments, please put them in the comments section. If you write "I love the breakfast ball," again, you're eligible. We do have a merch tab on our website, and the you can go to the breakfast ball. You can go to not Summer and Sweat's my old business. South Jersey Golf Schools. You can click on there and take a look. All right, have a great week, folks. Look forward to seeing you in the future. Thanks for watching. Take care.
Glass of bourbon, ha ha. My bourbon, ha ha. My bourbon, ha ha. Alcohol, because no great story ever started with "I'll have a salad."